Hey guys, I've read some really incredible books lately and it's, again, time to share them with you in a video. The first book is going to be The Moneyless Man by Boyle. What is it about? It's about a guy's journey who basically went from living a normal life to living a life without money. He talks about what he had to do and buy to live a moneyless life. He talks about the struggles, and I was really surprised by his openness and willingness to share what he did and what he is doing to live a life without money. This was actually a recommendation by one of you guys. While I'm living, obviously, with money, I found his story and his reasoning behind living without money really exciting, and I would recommend this book to anyone interested in a more mindful, frugal life. It was a very light read and a really inspiring one. The next book is You Are a Badass at Making Money by Sincero. I might have pronounced her surname incorrectly, I apologize for that. This was a book that I randomly stumbled up on when I visited my library. I've never heard of her before, and I was absolutely blown away by the book. What I loved most about the book was the language that she used. It was pretty straightforward, she was really honest, and she talked about how she went from earning very little to earning 6 or 7 figures, I believe. So this book is a great guide to adapt a more healthy mindset about money and to slowly but surely live a life of abundance of experiences, abundance of money. I highly recommend it to anyone interested in money management, saving, but also anyone interested in financial freedom, really. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is the next one. This book was on my list for months, if not years. For some reason, it was always on the back burner. I never ended up picking it up, and then a couple of weeks ago, I finally decided to give it a go and read it. This book was released a couple years ago, so some of the parts you may perceive as outdated. I really loved the language that he uses, and it's in essence a book about how ideas convert into abundance of money, or it can convert into abundance of money. And he guides you through the steps that you need and the mindset that you need to attract abundance. He talks about persistence. He talks about affirmations. He talks about so many things. I actually read it 2 times because I really liked the essence of the book, the main message, the core message of the book. And that is that you can pretty much do anything if you set your mind to it and plan for it. And if one thing doesn't work out, there's an even better option. Anyway, don't want to talk too much, don't want to say too much. It's a great book if you're interested in money management, if you're interested in how you can take an idea and make it into something tangible. And it's an overall great book for anyone interested in personal development. The Highly Sensitive Person in Love by Elaine Aron. I mentioned her first book a couple of weeks ago, The Highly Sensitive Person. I really did enjoy reading The Highly Sensitive Person, but I must say that I think I've gotten even more value from The Sensitive Person in Love. I enjoyed the writing a lot more. I found it more applicable to my life situation, and I enjoyed reading it a lot more for some reason. I really enjoyed the tips that she gave. It's really useful for anyone, whether you are in a relationship or not. If you are highly sensitive, I highly recommend this book to you. Or if you are in a relationship or know someone who is highly sensitive, then I can really not recommend it highly enough. Because it will give you great insights. about the relationship that you have with that person, and also about the things that you can do to make the other person feel even more comfortable and appreciated. I have Invitations by Frank. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his surname, I'm sorry about that one. This was a book that I stumbled upon in my library when I looked at the new releases shelf, and I have to admit that it really hit me on a very deep level, which I wasn't expecting. I've read books about people dying and the process of it and the steps to take in the past because it's something that I'm personally really interested in, and this book really opened my eyes to a lot of things. No matter how old you are, this book really teaches you and shows you what may await you, really. He is working in the health industry. He is assisting people who are dying. He has worked and has loads of experience in this particular field. It's something that I think we should all talk more about, think more about. I recommend it from the bottom of my heart. If you have access to it, if you can hunt it down somewhere, give it a go. This was it for today's recommendations. Oh, and in my last video, I asked you to come up with a title for this series, and I actually haven't decided yet. It might be a combination of what you guys suggested it should be called. It might be something completely different. I have not made up my mind as of right now. Anyway, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. I know that not everyone is a fond reader, and that's completely fine. I really just want to make this series to share books that inspire me, that help me, that I think could be of tremendous help to other people. And if you have a book that you particularly enjoy, that you feel would add tremendous value to other people's lives, then as always, feel free to share it in the comments. I really want to make this video series not just a monologue, but I really want you guys to contribute as well with your suggestions. So far, I've really enjoyed your recommendations. I still have a huge list of books that I want to read. As always, have a lovely day and see you guys next time.